Good morning. As promised, I wanted to come online and say hello and see how y'all are doing today. It's June 20th, 2024. We do have a nail trim and some other appointments to go and do this afternoon, but right now I'm here with you. I want to look at one thing here before we get started. I just want to kind of chime in and see how y'all are doing this morning. Let me double check a couple things real quick, and then I'll give you my undivided attention for a few minutes of my morning. Every day seems to be a better day than it was yesterday in the sense of emotional heal and repair. Those of you guys who are going through things, many of you are going through things I don't even know. You might let me know, but if you don't let me know, I have no idea, right? And if you don't let anyone know what you might be going through, no one knows what you're going through. So be sure to share. And I say connect with your community in any way, shape, or form. And it sounds easy to do, but I have tried to connect with my community, and some of it isn't working out. There are a lot more people that are closed up. As you can see yesterday, someone just coming out and just trying to ruin the moment. So there are a lot of things that are happening where it makes the world an unhappy place, a closed up place, a closed off place, a just a place that you don't feel good in. And it is up to us to still have open arms and build a sense of community wherever that might be. And I'll say this, how about starting your own community? That means look at ours. Look at our YouTube community here on My Favorite Groomer. It is strong. It is so strong. Y'all think you know me really well. But you know me through this screen, this little thing, this little screen, this TV. Shout out to all those pups and kitties out there. Hey babies. Give me yours. Those are my top fans, and I wasn't realizing it until this year, this 2024. I was like, my true top fan are these animals that listen to me through the TV while y'all are watching. You laying in bed listening to Miss Dede, Groom, the Clippers. You know who else is listening? Your animals. Your animals are listening. As you come in, I would love it if you hit that like button for me and let me know you love the content. And I'm seeing the comments come through. Hello. We'll go back through them in a minute. Every morning, I'm trying to connect with you guys. I am so sorry that as I realized that you all lost me too. When I went through all the deaths, I was so active in the video streams because y'all knew most of the people. Now, I wasn't really active when my mom passed. Y'all didn't know my mom. And my mom, I don't know if she would have loved that anyway, but I was so active like with David because y'all knew him and you needed to know what was going on. I needed you there with me to see and feel everything that was happening. I brought you to Tanya's funeral because for me, the only reason I did that, because y'all didn't know Tanya either, but no one across the planet that wanted to be at her funeral that couldn't be, could be there. So I brought them there. Now it's up to them to have also clicked it and been present. But I let y'all see me go through losing my military friend who we were stationed at my first station, Germany, together. I did that because I really wanted to let her family be able to come rewatch it if they did or didn't. Some people can, some people can't, some people want to later. And I wanted all of our military friends to have the option to go watch it that could not fly in to be there for her. So I did that live. And y'all knew Betty. So you met Betty through me. I met Betty through my dog upstand device. Like it was meant to be. And so there's reasons why I've incorporated so much of my personal life in what I do here. So thank you for being there for me no matter what. And then I realized that I was leaving you guys out of so much of my transition now. And so I made it a point to really say, when I finally could, I have so much that I also had to process and get through. And even now, when I stay really busy, I do crash. Like yesterday I cried. Every day is still like this. Some tears are going to flood. Not on purpose. It just happens. A triggered memory, something would just let you know, hey, you're not alone in this. But I am so sorry to have left you guys out of so much, because you helped me go through so much. And you've been there for me for so long. And I recognize it now. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. So whenever you lose something, right? Let's just say you've been with someone 7 years. When that space is empty, then what do you replace with that? When you're in a relationship with someone and you are going to break up, you're going to lose them. Life changes, it processes differently. You will have what I heard through therapy, a Christian counselor a very long time ago said, there's this vacuum and it's just always going. And when you actually take something out of the vacuum, there's extra space now that you're not doing anything with it. And if you don't do something with it, you can bring in a different thing, replace this with that. So let's just say you decided to stop drinking coffee. I had to stop drinking coffee and start drinking this thing called Zip Fizz. Okay. And then if I want to take a break from Zip Fizz, I got to switch back over to more water, or I creep soda back in. And then soda or Blvd, like all these things that are you're just trying to do the right thing. But you never usually quit one thing and then use that same space to do nothing. So let's say you've been going headstrong, 20-year marriage, boom. And all of a sudden you realize you've been lied to the whole time, you're going through a divorce. Boom, you cut that marriage out, which is 8 hours of your day. Get up in the morning, see your partner. In the afternoons, through the day, you text that person. Later on, this and that, you have dinner together, if you even do that anymore. This and this and this, blah, 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 all these things. And then you realize, oh my goodness, Spirit Angel sent a huge donation. Thank you, Spirit Angel. Keep it coming. Thank you so much. You don't have to do that. Thank you so much. But let's say you are going to go through this serious divorce. Okay, I'm just figuratively speaking here. I can hear it now, like, oh gosh, she's married. No, hold on. If you're not listening to the whole thing, you got to go back and start over. I'm in the middle of this. Thank you, Spirit Angel. You have to go through this vacuum is going on, and you're going to quit this relationship for 20 years you've been together. And I'm saying this to somebody. I don't even know where I came up with that idea as an example, but someone needs to hear this out there. You're about to shift your entire world, and you have to, because now you are just done with something that's going on. Don't make me cry, Spirit Angel. That's it. Thank you for your donation. You did not have to do that. And thank you when you can and do. If you're going to go through anything that requires you to leave something, let go, transition, stop, change, what are you going to replace that time with? It has to be the same amount of time, which is scary. So you have to sit back, to wipe those tears away. You have to sit back and look at the amount of time you actually investing in that. And no one told me this, but when I went through some breakups, or I wouldn't say breaking up, but definitely some separation from David a very long time ago. I'm going to read all your stuff in a minute. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I'm going to read some of your stuff. And some of y'all might be behind because I'm talking about something totally different now. Make sure the dot on the screen is forward, all the way forward. If you don't know, you can't see the dot, make sure you tap the screen and then push you might be behind. It's okay, but you might be behind. And then you might be missing a bunch of stuff. If you fast forward it, you might miss a whole bunch of stuff. But you can always come back and rewatch, or how about this? Don't watch, listen. While you're driving, just say, I missed that whole thing. I need to listen. But when you go through something that you're going to change, a death, a dog death, a animal death, a human breakup. When David and I would go through separations, he had a very friendly relationship with some stuff. And I would be put in dangerous positions, and I would be like, I have to separate. You cannot be in the house to do this. You can't be in my house. Those things happen. And when you have to say, stop it, and you do this, what else are you going to replace with that? Exercise, silence, yoga, sitting there breathing, no. So you're going to be stressed. You're going to be high functioning. At least for me, this is my explanation. I'm going to have butterflies. I'm going to be on top of my toes. I'm going to be stressed a little bit, hyper, trying to stay busy and still dealing with thoughts of like not having that person around and also not wanting things to go the way that they're going. And guess what? Sometimes things are not in your control. What does that mean? You can't control someone else. I cannot control him. I can't control his actions. I can't make him change. I can't make you got to either love them all the way, no matter what. And you can do that. And you don't have to be present to do that. You can love someone even if you're not right there. It's okay. If you don't talk every day, you can still love someone. I'm getting off track, but what I mean is if you are going through something, what are you going to pick to fulfill the empty space that comes with losing that person, losing those things? Change. Tell me what you would fulfill it with. And also, another thing is if you're about to go through that, I want you to stop, wait, breathe. And you don't want to. I know you want to fill it up with all this stuff and not focus on the problem and cry through the problem. And the problem isn't actually that person. The problem is probably like, I gave so much into my relationship with David, right? I gave beyond a boundary. I gave way too much. Gave him a job so he could quit construction, gave him everything he ever wanted, from jewelry to vehicles, everything that he ever dreamed of, we got for him in everything that we did together. But in the beginning, the work was already there. I had already had my business for many, many years. I had already had my home. I gave him a beautiful place to live compared to other situations that he had told me about. He had a nice house to live in. He had when he could buy a car, the car that he got the first car was okay. Then I helped him. He wanted to do it himself. I let him get his own car. It was a lemon. The next car he got was something I helped him get, not financially, but just through connections and the ability to help him get out of debt. I helped him do that, fix his credit, helped him do that. I gave so much of my money, time, love, and I realized that I went over boundaries that a grown adult should have been able to accomplish on their own. And then if I didn't give so much, it wouldn't have been so hard to understand why and be so hurt. It was my fault for passing boundaries that I let it get out of control, right? Because I'm a fixer, a saver, a helper. I want to help you. I give you guys tons of, you guys, not like you guys, but YouTube, I give you tons of free content. And yes, you do have to watch ads. It's part of watching television. There are ads that play after and before the news. There's ads that play all through David Muir. There's ads, because YouTube cannot run a facility to hold all of our content without making money. And so there's ads. But guess what? If you don't want to pay for ads or watch ads, get YouTube Red. Go Google how to get YouTube Red. It's $20 a month. Never watch ads again on YouTube. And I want to say, I watched an ad the other day and I was like, okay, so even a paying member of YouTube Red has to watch an ad here and there. Like nothing's perfect. It's not the content creators' problem that ads play. No offense. It isn't my problem. You can get away with it. And I don't think people understand that. So now I'm just kind of looping back around. But as you go through all the things that I've gone through, you have got to fill this up with time. Doing stuff, stay busy. Stay busy is a real vague statement and it's hard to do. It's hard to process in your head. How do I stay busy? How do I stay busy? It's easy to talk right now. I've been through back and forth. I've been through a lot. But if I was in that moment, what is busy? Busy is take up a new hobby, call a friend, call 300 friends. Write thousands of letters, not one, thousands. Just even start them and never finish. I don't care, but you're busy trying. Go learn a new job. Go just do a job, not because of money, but because you want to be in that environment. You love sports, go be a sport fanatic. Go volunteer somewhere. There's 1,000, look up nonprofits around me. Mindless work. I like that. That's anything. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and sort through that closet today. I guess I'm going to go ahead and make donations to Goodwill. I guess I'm going to go ahead and make donations to the local shelter. I guess I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the weeds in my front yard. I guess I'm going to go ahead and you can finish the sentence if you want. Comment below. What got you through your divorce, your deaths, your loneliness, your sad? If you're laying in bed right now and you didn't work until 2 a.m., if you're still laying in bed right now, if you're laying in bed right now, watching this to go to sleep, that's a whole different thing. But if you're laying in bed in the middle of the day, middle of the night, when it should be a time you know better, you should be up and around doing your thing, then maybe you're not in a great place. And I want you to get to that good place. It might take you a minute, but get there. And it's no one's duty to get you there. It is your own responsibility to get your behind up and moving. And there's no reason that bed needs to have you that right now unless you are bedridden, unless you are sick and disabled and cannot do it. Because I promise you, there will be a day when, unless you just die before that happens, but there will be a day that you will be bedridden. And if you want to be in the bed earlier and start dying now, go ahead and just stay there. But there will be a day where that bed is a bed you will stay in for the rest of your life. There will be that day. You would either die first or go through that. So hear me out. If you're in bed right now and you are supposed to be awake, up, sit up, doing this, doing that, if you can walk, if you can get up and you're in bed, like if you're depressed, basically I'm saying if you're depressed and you can't get out of bed, we need to get you up and out. And I can't fix that for you. The fixer in me wants to fix this for you. I can't. No one can fix you. You rest, you rust. That's a good one, Doug. You will. Your bones, the bones in your body, your muscles, they will rust. And when they rust, I have a wheelbarrow. That wheelbarrow from the salon patio, I had put a bunch of pea gravel in it, and I went to move it, and boom, the handle broke, and not enough to come off, because I was like, you are a beautiful rusted wheelbarrow. And I now know that the wheelbarrow, I wish I had kept it inside, because now that $150 wheelbarrow that I've had for 15 years is out of here unless I find a welder. And even then, like, why? The whole handle's rusted off. But rust breaks things off and prevents you from being your full you. If you want to get old fast and lose muscle mass, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're losing muscle mass because you're not using the muscles in your body, as well as if you're not even using the muscles in your brain, you will start to lose these things. And I don't know if, raise your hand, is this for you? Because I don't know why I'm even talking about this right now. But I wanted to explain to you that I know that when you lost me on a daily basis doing 8 hours a day for videos pre-COVID, and then coming through COVID, I was live here and there, busy as heck, selling masks with me and Betty, coming back into grooming with lives, and then to go through the deaths and move out of my last salon, I haven't been live. And the example I'm telling you is that I understand y'all have had to figure out what to do with that time. And granted, when my mom passed away in January, it is currently June 20th, 2024. When my mom passed away, that was something that shook me. And in shaking me meant time with my family. Like nothing else could touch it. Like I said, I need to be, I don't care how unhealthy, toxic, upsetting people have been in my life, in my family, it didn't matter. What my mom had done to me growing up, which may come out in a book one day, what my mom had taught me and not taught me, what my mom's examples that were good and bad, what mental illness that were faced there and not, all those things that y'all don't know about me, all those things I went through with my mom, it didn't matter when she died. It didn't matter. What mattered was I loved her through and through all those years. All those years. Even if there were words that were not nice between both of us, there are reasons why those words were said. Those things didn't matter. what mattered. And even then, like, as I'm telling you, as soon as my mom passed, it was like, I don't care what happened with my family member. I don't care what. I don't really, and I'm not really one to hold a grudge. I just don't forget, when things happen, and I still arrive and I'm still there if for any of my family members. It didn't matter if you slapped me. Literally. It didn't matter if you told me that XYZ. Literally, I was still there. And I even more so wanted to be there for all of my family and be around my family and just accept them for who they are at all times. And I say I'm not perfect, meaning I do get kind of grumpy with human beings. Like I would say with my family, I'll be like, I don't like that, right? It's okay. But what I realized was I might not have you for very long. So whatever you want to do, I thought I already acted that way because I accepted David for who he was. I just couldn't live with him. He had done some stuff, I couldn't live with him. So I already think like that. But now, is that John? We're going to talk about you in a minute. Is that John? John, you have a problem, right? Going on? If you do have a problem, please post it here and I will know that that's the right John, because there could be a lot of Johns, okay? So going through everything and okay, yep, we got to check that spell correction and just double check before you post. You can hold down and edit it or delete it too when you make a mistake. No big deal, but it's hard to read out loud when it's misspelled on a live chat. It's as if the news is filming and and it's all misspelled, and the guy reading the news is like, "Yep, it's all misspelled. Can't even read that right now." Anyhow, speaking of my mom, it's like when my mom died, I didn't care, and that's called unconditional love. It's just, it's there. It's not going away, but I can't control you and you can't control me. I can just love you no matter what. And there are people that you can do that for, and there's people that you don't want to do that for. So you're going to pick. And I watched a sermon the other day. It was like, it's true. God put this family, no matter what it looks like, this is your family. This is your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your uncle. This is who God chose to be your family in this life. So this is your family. You can't run away from it. They are part of your blood. They're part of your family. Know that this is your family. And you can be mad at them, angry, ignore, avoid. You can do all that. Or you can just choose to say, you know what? I'm here because you are my family and I'm not going anywhere. I don't need to hang out with you every day and I don't need to ignore you. But I also don't need to talk to you every day and I don't need to hang out with you every day. But I love you for being my family. We cannot disconnect that we are family in this life. So in that loss, I was like, nothing outside of my family was important at that moment. Like I just had to focus. And then after that, as I repaired, it's a lot of I. And I hope I'm not trying to sound like I'm talking all about myself. I just want to give you all the examples of where I'm at today and why I finally realized that I was a part of your life. And you are my YouTube family, and you have been a part of my life for many years, and David's and Betty's and everyone else that has come through my channel. Some people that didn't stay very long, right? The bathing girl, the bather girl, man, she didn't last a minute. So after that bathing girl, I don't know if y'all watched her, like the bather story. I was training her to become a bather. She had no dog experience, and we would film after her shifts. And I mean, she worked 8 shifts. Her stuff, I believe her stuff on my channel is still out there. And I left it there because she didn't last, which is a good example of why I don't film a lot of people that come through my salon, because they don't last. Now, if someone gave me a year, oh yeah, let's get you, but no one can last a year, I'm losing track. But I remember and realized that I was a part of your life. And when I went through my mom's death, I had to go through some things myself. And I mean, just you topple everything together, and it's really heavy. And one day I won't be talking about all this every day. This is what I'm talking about now. 2 years, 3 years, we'll probably remember. There might be things we remember, but it won't be a daily discussion if I live that long, right? Because again, now I know you are not guaranteed a goodbye. You're not guaranteed to live another day. You yourself don't know yourself to what might end your life, including if it's your own hand. You don't know. People that are advertising that are they're my mom didn't they you don't get to say goodbye. Sometimes you don't get to say goodbye. So it isn't like, hey, I'm about to go. No. That if you can't learn it through me as an example of all the things I've aired, like I can't help you until you feel it yourself. But knowing that I have been a part of your lives, your living rooms, your love, your mind, your donations, your time, your efforts, your kindness, your prayers. I realized the other day, more than the other day, as soon as I realized I need to go live for you, even if it's not 8 hours, I check in with you every day because you have been there for me every day. And this may not be every single YouTube person that's watching my channel, but there's a pattern of about 23 people that always try to hit a live. And some of y'all come in and out, and I don't see you tomorrow, but I see you the next day. Like some names are new, right? Some names are kind of fresh. There's a pattern of a group of you, aka Grandma Shell, and I have a list because I forget Pookie Puppy, MP, Two Dogs in a Van Adventure. John doesn't watch in lives he's not present on lives, but he watches later. BP, Spirit Angel. And guess what? Spirit Angel wasn't here 5 years ago. Some of y'all been here a minute. Some of y'all are new. Some of y'all come and go. Y'all have been there for me. And even if you give me your time a little bit, that's time I have appreciated. We're not just, this is so unedited. This is no AI content. This is straight up raw. And I think I love that about my channel is that it's completely raw. And I am raw to you, Doug. And if I didn't say your name, don't be upset. I have to think about so many things at one time and never intentionally forget a name. Joanna, I cannot say them all. There's 300 something thousand followers. I cannot say all your names, but you know who you are, and hopefully you mean a lot to me. So I'm here because I recognize there was a vacuum that you lost when I stopped going live every day as I transitioned out of my old salon, my mom died, because I was there with David's death every day, a couple times a day, wasn't I? But when my mom died, man, it was just like, focus on other things, get things fixed, move out of my salon, do all these things. And where am I to you in your world? I was gone. And I'm going to cry because you have been there for me so much and I need to deliver. And so the other day I was like finally feeling empowered by the time I took to get things going, get things moving, change up my home, I still have one unit to empty, like change my life. I didn't even feel comfortable booking a groom, if that made sense. I felt nervous and high anxieties, because this is a shift, a change. It was just it's been a lot. And I just woke up the other day. I just woke up. I woke up and was like, it's like a day I got to smile again, like really smile. And it was just recently, it was like, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I am doing this. We are doing this. And I was like, where is my YouTube fans? I need to be there for you. And then boom, something just happened. There's things that are going to happen in your life that are going to happen exactly how they should. And you should not have to push, pull, fight, make it. It just should happen how it should. You shouldn't have to bicker about it, complain about it. It's just going to happen. And if you are forcing something to happen over and over and over, and it keeps punching you in the face, stop. Just stop. And when you let go, when you totally let go, then it will happen how it should. It will unfold how it should. So now that I have had all that, that's 30 minutes for you. And thank you, Spirit Angel. I am going to scroll up and read all your stuff and do a wrap up. And then, because I got to get ready to go groom. All right. Woo! If you said where you're from, I'm going to do this whole thing. I don't know why I'm doing it, but we'll do 1, 2, 3, and then, Texas. We'll do that. So if you said where you're from, you'll get that said. Okay. So I'm going to go through and say hello to y'all. So, MP, hey, Pookie Puppy, good morning, aloha. I know you've been missing some Hawaii. Grandma Shell, love you. You've been here for so long. Thank you so much. Some of y'all are blue. Thanks for being moderators. Some of y'all are blue hidden by green. Some of y'all are green hidden by blue. That's your name. That means you're a member. Thank you for being members of my channel. I appreciate that so much. You can look up being a member very low in the description of the video. I look today, I need to rearrange it. It's way down there at the bottom to be a member of YouTube. Lavon, good morning. How are you? AC, good morning. Good to see you. Doug, good morning. Good to see y'all out there. Debbie, good morning. Lavon says, today is going to be a very humid with a 7. My favorite number, hot day. Hoping for rain. The crops in Iowa. Oh, we got to do 1, 2, 3. Ready? Okay, hold on. Look pretty sad. Oh, the crops in Iowa look pretty sad. You are doing excellent. Thank you. Hold on. I need to take a screenshot here. This thing. So my internet's being stupid, dude. Okay. I'm complaining to the internet company. They're coming today. And it's a new company. And I'm like, I keep losing connection. So I'm trying to capture everything that keeps saying, you're offline. Okay. Lavon, we're going to do the Iowa thing. You guys want to do Iowa thing with me? 1, 2, 3. Iowa is in the house. That's what I'm talking about. We got, does that say Jebby Mama? Jebby Mama, hello, good morning. Jebby says, lost my sweet senior boy Tuesday morning. He would have been 20 years old in November. He was a Chinese crested powder puff. Oh, I'm so happy you are live. I am so sorry you suffered so much loss. Jebby, we are so sorry for your loss too. Someone else, oh, I don't want to take the shine. So, Jebby, we are so sorry for your loss. You cry your little heart out. You'll never replace. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure something out. Sorry, a text came through. My cargo van's in the shop. I got it hit a month ago. Couldn't get it fixed. I need to go get a table out of there. He won't even be there for me to pick up the table. I got a backup idea. I have a backup plan, so I'm good. But sorry. So back to Jebby. Cry your little heart out. You'll never replace that dog, ever. There will never be another dog like that dog. But I promise you, if you happen to want another dog and you get a rescue or a regular dog or a breeded dog, likely you will get a dog that will love you unconditionally just the same, with its own quirks and funness about that dog. So don't give up, but just mourn how you need to mourn and either move fast in getting a new dog or don't. It's totally up to you. Thank you for acknowledging my losses too. I could talk about my losses every day, and I know one day I won't. So I'll enjoy it now and share that with you. Thank you for honoring that. Pookie Puppy, Joey, sorry for your loss. You were truly blessed with 20 years. Amen. Pookie Puppy recently had to move from one state to another, from Hawaii to Nevada, and she had to leave a dog behind. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's some tough stuff. So she knows exactly what you're feeling. MP, sorry to hear that. Thank you so much for acknowledging Jebby. AC says, it's okay, we understand. I miss your happy smiles. You were happy yesterday from your car. It's life's ups and downs. AC, I was in my house yesterday, wasn't I? Yeah, I was in my house live. AC, you watched the day before yesterday doing a mammogram. AC, thank you for commenting. Doug, you had a crap ton of stuff to deal with, one after another. You did amazing and kept keeping it together. You got this. Ooh, I should show, there's this, I put it somewhere. Let me think. Did I hang it up? Oh, Doug sent me this. I have it on a board. I got a lot of stuff on that board. I have that board right when I walk in the door. There's a ton of stuff from Spirit Angel, stuff from Pookie, stuff from my past, the cards of my mom and David, like so much. Betty's stuff is on there. I look at that every day. You are alive in my world every day. If you have been in my life, you believe it or not, I love you. I love you. And I try to put everything on that board. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's too much. So I put some really important stuff there. And I got to scroll back because someone wrote something. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So Doug sent me this, and this reminds me of how someone's got me. Someone cares about me. And just doesn't this, I should say, if you want to, I'll do copy prints of this. I'll put this on and I'll sell this for you. If you want to do a donation, I'll send you one of these. If you want one of these, do at least a $5 donation and I will print it. I would say no, $10 donation. Because I mean, shipping is not cheap. So if you want one of these, I will print it for you, color, and I will send you one. And you put it in a laminate and hang it somewhere. $10 donation, I will send it to you. You have to obviously email me so I have your mailing address, or if I know you, I might have it already. But I look at this all the time. Now, granted, this is not me, but thank you, Doug. Thank you for letting me know. You know, 2 Dogs in a Van Adventures in the house. Hey. Okay, I'm scrolling back up. Hold on a second. AC says, thank you for the donation. Hannah, thank you so much. Says, sorry for your loss. I can emphasize. I think empathize. Have you been through some stuff too? Thank you so much, guys. I'm trying today, busy. Busy. I miss him so much. Jebby, do what you can. Cry when you cry. Lay when you lay. Lay down when you need to lay down. And if you're local and you want one of my rescue dogs, please. If you're not local, guess what? Take a drive. Do something different. Do something new. Get in your car and plan a road trip and come pick up a dog. And on the way, sightsee places you've never been before. Otherwise, help a local. Be a foster. How can you, okay, hold on. These folks that have one dog, I can't believe it. If you have one dog, I look at it like, let me hold on. Okay, if you have one dog, I want to see where I left off. If you have one dog and that dog dies, who's catching your tears? I don't understand it. I don't know. Oh, MP. When her pet passed away, I was like, I'll borrow you an animal. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if one of my pets die, Pastel will willingly lick my entire body if I let her. And she will lick all the tears off my face. Pastel, she's a rescue. She's ready for a home. I have to let her go if someone wants to adopt her because it's only fair to her to get undivided attention. And I'm going to tell you right, miracle. I could not have not a dog. I realized that. Like when I told myself when all these dogs go, I'm not going to get another one. That's not true. It may be true that I could get a foster situation and when I need to go out of town, I can drop. But having to pay for pet sitting for one dog is different than having to pay for 15, 18 dogs, right? Sorry. What the heck? Oh, I went too far now. Let me keep. Now. Been dealing with them not calling me back, and now they're going to call me now. Of course that would happen to me. Okay, we're on the wrap up anyway. Hopefully they'll be there when I call them, or they're going to be at lunch by the time I call them. Okay, I am past. Okay, here we go. Okay, yep, here we go. Doug says, this life is a big learning curve for sure. Everyone. Just move and do mindless tasks. I said that earlier. I agree. Keep your body moving. And we say that, but you have to plan the move, right? And sometimes little stuff, I'm going to organize that. Well, I can't organize that until I move that. If I can't move that, I got to move that first. Move that, sit down, cry, organize that. Don't even think about what you need to do. Just get up and actually start doing something. Sometimes I talk myself out of going to the gym or going to the pool or going to that because I'm like, got to get up, got to get dressed, got to do this, got to drive. And as soon as you start doing that, you're already talking yourself out. Let's be honest with yourself. As soon as you do that, don't do that. You got to just do. And so I'll be like, do I want to go do that because it is that, and then I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, don't think, just do. And you walk over, you get your shoes on, you just put your shoes on, your shoes have to go on before you can open the door. You got to open the door, you open the door, you got to step out. Before you can step out, you got to get your car keys, or going for a walk, you're bringing the dog, get the leash, get the collar. Before you know it, you're moving. Don't think, just do. And sometimes you have to do something you haven't gone bowling, you haven't drawn. Well, I really want to draw something, so I'll draw something right here on this notebook, this piece of paper. Well, if I want a piece of paper, I got to go get it. Got to go get my pens. Got to go get my pencils so I can go back to the couch and draw. At least you're doing something different. At least you're doing something with the time. All of a sudden, you've drawn something. Guess what? That sparks an interest to draw with color. And in order to get color, got to get up, got to get the computer on, got to order it, got to get this, got to go that, got to make sure check my mail. You get one step in front of the other will get you moving. Don't think about it. Oh, I want to go color, but I got to go and buy ink. Got to do this, got to find paper. Don't know where that's at. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll just stay here in this couch, in this bed. Don't think, just do. Okay, here we go. We're moving forward. Almost down, almost down. Keep moving, Miss Dede. You rest, you rust. Doug says, I have been so ill that I can't groom Henry and had to hire a groomer. That makes me sad. I have lost muscle mass. Grandma Shell, I am so, so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry. It pains me to hear this. Grandma Shell, can you remind me the state that you're in? And I'm so silly to have to say that because I should know already. Grandma Shell's state. Let me think. Are you in Minnesota? Okay. Can I get, it's like, can everyone donate so I can just pack everybody in an RV and go groom Grandma Shell's dog for free? So, can we do this? I cannot find someone to help me pet sit that's reliable. Poogie Puppy, thank you. Healing prayers to Grandma Shell. And a bunch of, John retracted. Okay, I'm missing John. Jonathan 59A. Did you make that yourself? Just kidding. Hi, John. Welcome to the live chat. It's been a long time since we've seen you on one. Thank you so much for being here. You're so right about not getting to decide when we go. Absolutely. You're not always going to decide. You're always not going to get a goodbye either. You better come to terms with that now. And if you come to terms with it now, I'll be honest with you, at least you can face the fire when it hits. Dede, you more than deserved your downtime to work through everything that happened. Thank you. Love you too, Pookie. I'll always be here for you, John says. As we talk about what he's going through right now. And I'm about to tell you what he's going through. You are being too hard on yourself, AC says. No, it's just natural. You have always been there for me, and I hope I have been there for you too. Pookie, you sure have. Doug says it was a complete crap storm, all of it at once for you. You did amazing. Woo! Alyssa says, hello, good morning. Jonathan says ditto to that. That's awesome. When you lose someone, there is a process you have to go through. You've got to go through it in your time. And sometimes we force that time. Thank you, AAK. Sometimes we force that time faster than it should be. And I didn't want to do that, but I had things on. Like everything happened for me that exactly had to happen. And I know that, and I'm okay with it, Spirit Angel, thank you, says, so proud of you. Jonathan's Wisconsin. Everyone do 1, 2, 3. Wisconsin. Who else is actually saying this out loud? Can I please are you really saying, not like in your head, I mean like out loud, or who else is doing this? Oh, Hannah's here. Hannah, hello. Hannah's, you ready? Do Nova Scotia, Canada. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nova Scotia, Canada. Woo. Oh yeah. Faye. Woo, hello, Faye. Everyone do 1, 2, 3. Australia. Woo! Next one. Let's just keep it going. Jana says, oh, y'all, are y'all scrolling with me? Who's scrolling with me as I talk? Ooh, we got states coming up. Ooh, y'all trying to kill me. Anyway, ready? That's that. Jana, let's do Illinois. 1, 2, 3, Illinois. Okay, let's do this. Alyssa says, New York. You guys ready for this? 1, 2, 3, New York. New York. It's at 1, 2, 3, New York. Woo! This is good. See, it's got to get you smiling. Pookie Puppy says Las Vegas. You want to do Nevada or Las Vegas? We'll do what you say. We'll do what you say. Ready? Las Vegas. 1, 2, 3, Las Vegas. How can you not smile when you're doing this? If you're not smiling right now, you got problems. Okay, do it with me. You can add the clap. Thank you so much for the kind words. Jebby, you're so welcome. I'm bedridden now with stage 4 cancer. You're so right. Use it or lose it. Jana, I'm so sorry. So sorry to hear that. You and John can talk a lot right now. John has been diagnosed with colon cancer. John, we have been praying for you. Jana, we will incorporate you in our prayers now. We'll swoop you up and love on you in our prayers. I don't want to see you go through cancer. Can it be long lasting? Yes. Can you be on chemo for life? Yes. Take you? Yes. Make sure your ducks are in order. Make sure you know that gives away your stuff and your money. Make sure you tap out every credit card. Right now, if you have a $100,000 credit card, I'm sorry, credit card company, you better get going and fly to all those places. I will talk a little bit more, but I want to go through the entire chat right now. We're almost at the end. Two dogs and a van adventure. Hello. Thanks for joining today. Angie Ward, hello from Medford, Oregon. I absolutely love you and what you do. I wish we lived in Texas. I need a groomer for my 2 Australian Shepherd collies. I'm going to tell you right now, can y'all raise, so someone open up a, can y'all raise enough money for me to buy a big monster, not a regular one, but like maybe even a custom made RV so I can just get all my dogs in there and go where you need me? I would road trip the next 2 years of my life if I could just get that paid for. We're talking like, I don't know how much money that would be, but I would cut like all these people that would say they would use my services. Now they can't afford for me to fly in, and not the average person can afford a flight, a hotel, and me to get a pet sitter. But I would love to come help you. But we did have Medford, Oregon. So y'all ready for this? 1, 2, 3. Medford, Oregon. In the house. Just gone on after a much needed massage. Very nice, very nice. So if you can do massages, then you can do XYZ, girl. Just does your medical cover massages? My hair is tickling myself. Look, I'm trying to grow my hair out, and that's why I keep touching things. I hate it. Okay, you guys are chit-chatting. Jana needs some prayers for sure. You are gorgeous inside and out. Thank you for what you do. Angie, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that compliment. Oh, Grandma Shell says, okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, Indiana. Okay, so I got to tell you because in case you didn't scroll back. Indiana, ready? 1, 2, 3, Indiana. Indiana. There were some folks that drove down from Indiana. Oh, wait, no. That was Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. Indiana. Ooh, what's my trip time from Indiana, Texas? Pookie says, I'm still sick. Gotta go. Thank you for this live. Have a blessed day. Get better, Pookie Puppy. Hope you feel better. She has gone through Hawaii temperature to straight up desert temperature in Nevada. Literally. The temperatures and the dust and the heat it's a desert, which means there's no moisture. Will and can give you bloody, just like when you go and it's ice cold. We went skiing, David and I, a long time ago in Taos, New Mexico, and it was made all my nose bloody every day. And by the time I left, it was stopping, but it was so dry, it would burst the blood vessels in your nose and make you bloody nose. So she over there they have been suffering that kind of feeling, that kind of bloody nose, that kind of all that. So it's crazy. She's not feeling well. I think that's what it onset of it. Okay, I'm almost done here, y'all. Almost done. 50 minutes. I gotta go, man. What time is it? Yeah, I gotta get ready to go. I really spent some time with y'all today. Thank you for your time too. Okay. We did Indiana. I'm going to forget this, Grandma Shell, but I wish I could come out. I really do. I really wish I could come out. The problem I have is a pet sitter, an ongoing, reliable pet sitter. It's really just, it's killing me. Okay, Angie Ward, we did Oregon already, but let's do it again. Oregon. There's 2 of you from Oregon, I think. You could put your city in there. The groomer did an okay job, and Henry did not bite her. Couldn't do that to my wife, Jonathan says. Oh, you mean like, well, that's true. However, okay, hold on. That's true. That's true. If you're married, then they come after your spouse. That's true, John. That's true. 2 Dogs and a Vanford says, yes, I have health. What? I have health insurance that covers medical massages. We need to know about this one. All right. Originally from Trinidad. Okay. Jebby says, Florida. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Florida. Okay. That is caught up on the live chat. And you know, just when it's us, this little tight community, I can do all that. But when we have hundreds of viewers, I cannot. So forgive me in advance. I do want to end with a prayer, and I also want to ask you to pray for John, who has just been diagnosed with colon cancer. He actually gave me permission to talk about it yesterday. I do want to, we've seen this come through. We've seen it in people I know, and some didn't survive. So we want to just pour love over you, John and Jana. Pour love over you as you battle this thing called cancer. If you have been here through the deaths, you saw John just every day checking on me. He checked on me every day, texted me every day, just like Doug. Doug at that time checked on me every day and really made sure, are you there? Are you okay? And things change. We don't check on Dede every day. I don't need you to. We don't check on Dede every day, but you still message me. And quite understanding, as you know, I get hundreds of texts and messages every day, and only so much can a person handle to where they just have to just read what they can when they can as they continue doing work, daily duties, dogs, and all that. So if I could sit on my phone like a lot of people I see do, that would be different, but I can't. So we're going to end today right now, praying for all that are dealing with illnesses. Amen. Lord Jesus, we ask you to cover us today. We ask you to be with John and Jana and anyone else facing some serious issues with their health. Please lift John up to you, and we ask you to give a miracle there. We ask you to empower him to be able to get through the days. He's already saying he's vomiting every day. He's not feeling well. He hasn't had an appointment yet that's directed to that. We want good things to happen in his transition with cancer and not cancer. If it can be slow and he can spend more time with his wife, really value the time he has left, we ask you to give that to him. Lord, thank you for his friendship and for his love in my channel, my fans, and myself. Jana, thank you for being a part of what we do here. We pray for you and your situation as well with cancer. Cancer can be so devastating, as we know all too well. Titania died of cancer, and so did Betty. These are realistic things that can happen. Betty survived her first stout of cancer back 20-something years ago, 12 years ago. So 12 years prior to her death. So can things look different? Yes. Can you survive? Yes. Don't let their minds succumb to cancer. Once you start giving up, your body will follow. So Lord Jesus, give them the strength and the mind to continue being who they need to be in their world for the people around them, and so that they can continue living, because I don't think they don't want to be here. Lord, we ask you and thank you for all your prayers for us, and thank you for making things happen in our world. Amen. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. I pray for each and every one of you in my daily prayers. And I don't pray all day. I pray little bits. I talk to God all day. Me and God are just always talking. It's an open channel of communication, or I would not be able to get through the things I have gotten through. Now, everybody doesn't have that relationship with God, and you don't have to. But for me, it's working. And I feel like when I meet God, he'll be absolutely proud of me, and I'll be able to look him in the eye and say, I did very little wrong. And I hope you try to walk in those steps too, and consider that in your walk with your life, is that something does happen when we die. Something definitely happens when we die. And if I can't give you enough examples in the animals and the critters that come, the butterflies that come and hang out with me all day when the lights are flickering, when the door's opening, when the door chimes opening and there's no battery, when the gate's opening back and forth, if I can't give you enough examples that there is something after life, then you'll learn on your own. But there is something that's going to happen when you let go of this world in whatever way it comes. And when you get there, I hope you can look someone in the eye and be proud of how you handled situations, no matter if it was with a friend, an enemy, or family. Just look them in the eye. You'll be able to look God in the eye, and I want you to do that. You could say, they judged me. I did the best I could. They did this. They wanted to control me. I did this. I didn't do that. I did this. Now, sometimes I messed up, but for the most part, I can count my sins. I can count how bad I was. And we all are sinners, which we're here. We're all human. We're all sinners. But can you minimize the sin? Can you minimize it? Can you recognize, like, that's a sin. I want to do it so bad, but I shouldn't. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. And sometimes I'm not really perfect, but by golly, try your best. Just try harder. Try harder. We can be a better human. I'm going to scan and look one more time. Jebby says, John, my partner had colon cancer a few years ago. He has been in remission for the last 6 years, praying for you, and you got this one day at a time. There you go, right there. Don't let the negative bring you down. Be realistic. Plan for the inevitable. Whether it's now or 10 years from now or 20 years from now, plan for the inevitable. Get your wills done. Get your life insurance plans given. Get your funeral picked out. Get your funeral songs together. Tell your wife your favorite color. Tell your husband your favorite color. Tell them what you want your body to be done. Why? Because my mom didn't do that. We didn't get answers like that, 100% answers. These are answers we need to know. You need to know your favorite color, music you love, where you want to be put. Do you want to be cremated? Do you have a life insurance plan? If you're going to die, leave something behind. Just like I give a spirit angel as an example. Leave things behind so that the people who are left behind, like my nieces, my family, I'm going to leave something behind so that you get something. You're going to get something from me. You were there for me, and I love you, and I don't want you to have to work so hard. You know, my nieces, I'm leaving so much behind for my nieces that if I go first, they should be set for life. They wouldn't even have to work, I don't think. How cool would it be? You know, I didn't realize that, but like, how cool would it be? Get things wrapped up. And I'm saying this not for you, John, but for other people that are listening. Get all your stuff wrapped up, even now. Not just because John's not doing well, but just get it done now. What's your plan? Do you want to be on a ventilator? What's that thing called? You want a living will? Who's going to make judgment calls? Do you have that done? A medical power of attorney, is that done? You got some stuff to do. And if all this stuff is gibberish to you, you need to write it down and go Google it and get it done. Get it done. Okay. I went too far back. Almost done. Power of positive thinking, Jana says. Amen. Prayers, John and Jana. Amen. Thank you, Dede. Have a great rest of your day. Amen. You too. Thank you so much. Happy first day of summer. Is that true? Is that why I've spent my whole freaking 2-3 weeks building this outdoor pool? Woo! I gotta show you guys this, baby. Enjoy the heat. Amen. And guess what? Y'all on Snapchat know what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, everyone, for the prayers. John, Thank you so much, everyone. Prayers, John. Awesome. All done. Very well. I love you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chiming in. Please hit that like button as you kind of sign out of here. Flip over, do this and that, hit the like, and see you later. We'll see you on the next live. Comment below if you're suffering from something so we can pray for you. Comment below where you're chiming in from. I would love to know where you're chiming in from. And again, I could not be here without you. Love you, and thanks for sharing. See you on the next live. Bye.